Okay, so let's get back to our inspirational figures. Like I told you earlier, we have 18 of them from all over the world in the audience. And in Swedish, we call this eldsjälar. An eldsjäl, it's a powerful word. It's somebody who, despite ups, despite downs, never consider themselves defeated. And he or she is an inspirer, an entrepreneur, and has a great enthusiasm and commitment for whatever they do. But there isn't really a word for this in English, and I tried to just roughly translate it, and it became a burning soul. And that just sounds horrifying. So let's stick to inspirational figures. These 18 inspirers have been nominated by the Swedish Embassy in each country, and it's for their work with sustainability and the global goals. And they will now be called up on stage to receive the First Generation Award for their work. And here to hand out these awards are the State Secretary to the Minister for International Development, Cooperation and Climate, the longest title in Sweden, I guess, and the Deputy Prime Minister, Ulrika Moder, coming soon, and Mats Djurberg from UNESCO Sweden. I guess they are getting their mics on. Welcome up, Ulrika.
Thank you. It's on, but it's not working, I think. Or is it? Yes, it's working. It's working when I'm on stage.
We'll wait for Mats as well. By the way, 18 inspirational figures, please come up on stage.
Most welcome, and thank you so much, all of you, for joining this First Generation Global Goals Forum, and I think it has been an afternoon full of inspiration. It's an initiative to raise awareness about the global goals, but it's also about spreading and sharing knowledge, and it's about engaging young people. And these people, the educators and the young leaders that we have here behind us, are examples of this. Maybe we should, I don't know where to stand actually. I don't want to stand in front of them. So today we would like to honor your work, your inspiration, the possibility for us to have the possibility to listen to you and all the ideas that you have brought to Sweden, and that you have shared among yourself, and that we know that you will bring back to the places where you work on a daily basis to take on the challenges, to turn the challenges into opportunities. We have 15 years ahead of us. We are the first generation that can actually combat poverty, but also climate change. And I think that the knowledge that we have shared and the inspiration we have shared here today is very important starting point for even more of the work that I know that all of you are already doing. So thank you so much, and 2016 recipients of the First Generation Award, thank you for your inspiring work on a daily basis to help us and to work together with us to reach the global goals of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development.
And it's a great honor for me to call up first Mabel Lara from Colombia. And second is Isak Utsi from Sweden. And next one is Nafisa El Javan from United Arab Emirates. Sure. And Romain Poulion from France. Oh, enchanté. And Zhao Jing from China. And Matalik Okalik from Canada. Pleasure. And from Argentina, Matthias Soltog Viasada. Pleasure. And from Bangladesh, Lufta Akhtar. Sorry. And from Brazil, Lucas Maura Maximo. And from Tanzania, Prudencia George. And from Mexico, Alejandra Anton Honorato. And next one, recipients are from Marshall Islands, is Alson Kellen. Oh. And now we move into Estonia, Pile Olesk. Congratulations. And from Rwanda, Edmund Umawandinwe. And the local candidate, Ulrika Hugemark from Sweden. Grattis. And from Chile, Sebastián Zuleta Azocar. Sorry. Oh, there you are. Un placer. Felicitaciones. Ulrike Kamau from Austria. And from Angola, Pedro Vememba Cidade. Oh, sorry. Everyone has received the prize, so I think we should give them a big, big hand. This group of people, educators and inspirable figures, forms a valuable work to knowledge and ideas for us all. And first generation believes that the power of networking, and this is a very good example of it. Global challenges need global solution together, and we have a unique opportunity to create a better and more sustainable future to us all. And thank you so much for your contribution and commitment and engagement.
I don't know what that means, Cornelia.
I think we should have please go forward so they can have a good shot at you. Go photo session. Please stay on the stage and go forward so everybody can take a photo of you. Well deserved. And you can pick it up from the social media later.
Now to something that I know many of you have been waiting for. Our last guest this afternoon is a Swedish Sami musician and producer. She's originally from Jokkmokk, but currently living in Stockholm, and she's famous for her hip-hop music with yoik elements, celebrating her heritage. She's also a human rights activist fighting for Sami rights. So please welcome Maxida Märak. Spring Maxida. Great voices in this first generation who actually makes a difference. So this may be a tough question, but how does one make a difference?
I think is one of the main problems that we have as private persons is that we are so concerned about what other people think about us. We are so afraid of not being liked by everyone. So if we just can get along with the thought that not everyone can like us, it's a bit easier. And to know that every private person has a huge amount of power that we don't actually know of. The politics and the politicians, they know about it. They just don't talk about it because they don't want us to act. So, but I think one of the main things is people are not going to like everything that you do, but that's okay.
Have you come along with that thought? Like, gotten over it already?
Yes, I have.
You're part of the Sami community in Sweden, and you speak about this a lot. Is there something that you wish everybody knew about your culture?
About my culture?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I wish that people would know and knew, but I think one of the things that is very important to talk about is the situation that we have today, that is actually a huge difference between the Samis and the non-Samis in a lot of questions. It's so much to talk about actually, but that Sweden has not ever taken any responsibility on all the things they've done against Samis. And we have, all of my Sami friends, I think we know almost 10 people each that kill themselves. So, and there's a reason for it. So it's hard for me to take one thing that people should know about, but we should have something in the politics that actually are more responsible for the Sami questions than it is today. Now it's more we have a person that talk about the Sami questions, but not a person that can act for us or with us. We don't have Samis in that positions yet, but I know we have one here today, and hope to see some in the future.
But do you think things will change in the near future?
I do think so, actually. My grandparents they belong to the Notamized generation. It's a very old generation. A lot of my generation's grandparents actually lived with the reindeers, moved with the reindeers. So the development has gone very quickly. So my generation today is, I think, it's quite an angry generation that acts, and that we have the possibilities to educate ourselves and to actually get to those high positions that we need to get to, because we can't have anyone, no middle hands, so the middle hands has been too many. So I think that in probably 20 years you will see a lot of difference, and I see difference today from when I was a kid. So yeah, I'm hopeful.
Good. Today has been all about the global goals. Which one is your favorite, or the one you engage most in?
I think that all of these goals are so depending on each other to actually work.
Yeah.
But I would say probably peace and justice, because without that we have nothing. Without peace and justice you cannot get equality, or you cannot get clean water. And then I think for peace and justice, What did you pick? You picked.
I picked number 5, equality,
Yeah.
gender equality.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that is definitely a very important question, and it speaks to more than just between the sexes. It's also between groups of people. That if
Actually,
we,
I think number 10 is groups of people. So they're divided into
okay, I like number 10 then. I think, well, if we talk about climate changes, I mean, we often put responsibility on pretty poor people.
Yeah.
Like, it's the poor groups that has to take the biggest responsibilities, and that doesn't work. I mean, I have a lot of examples here in Sweden as well, that like the reindeer herders, of course you want to vote for Miljöpartiet. But you can't do that all the time, because it doesn't work to work as a reindeer herder if, you know. So it's a circle. I think that number 10, number 16, yeah.
Good choices. So it's time for you to perform. What will we be hearing?
Now you will hear actually yoik, which is a traditional way of singing, and also a way of storytelling for this song. So this is my sister's yoik. It's called Me Miss Yoik.
Take it away.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maxida Märak. Our day is actually coming to an end, which is sad, but to round up this afternoon, Sweden's Minister of International Development, Cooperation and Climate has sent us a video greeting. So without further ado, say hi to Isabella Lövin.
I'd just like to thank you all for joining this First Generation Global Goals Forum. And I want to say how much I would have loved to be with you all, and I couldn't be there, unfortunately, but I'm still convinced that you had an afternoon full of inspiration, full of exchanging experiences, full of exchanging knowledge that is all so necessary if we're going to achieve the global goals. I'm Isabella Lövin, by the way. I'm the Minister of International Development, Cooperation and Climate. Like you, I'm the first generation that actually can make ending poverty come true, and also that economic and social development can come true without destroying our common environment. And we need to do that. And we can do that, but only if we work together. And that's why it's so important that you are here and that you have had this important exchange of experiences from different parts of the world, and that you also assume the role as young leaders, because we need role models around the world if these global goals are going to become true. And, well, global challenges need global solutions. And I'm sure that you will continue your work in finding those global solutions together. And I just want to wish you a very, very good continuation of this afternoon, and having a good evening together, and continuing discussions and continuing exchanging experiences and finding the inspiration for us all to eradicate poverty and have sustainable development. Thank you all, and see you all next time.
Thank you, Isabella. Wow, what an afternoon this has been. Have you enjoyed yourself? Have you learned anything? And my final question for this afternoon, just feel free to shout the answer out loud. Will we reach the global goals in 2030? Yes. I think so too. Thank you for being an amazing audience. It's been an honor being here with you today. In just a couple of minutes, we will leave this building to go to Cabaret. It's so easy to find. It's just across the road. Follow the global goals and you will find it. There will be food, non-alcoholic drinks, activities like virtual reality glasses, and lovely people to mingle around with. For example, this pretty face. So thank you so much, and I'll see you there.